and welcome to the second part of this week's Davis and Dennis show. The only show that is tugging at the heartstrings of today's youth.
No, we're not.
Yeah, well, I'd like to imagine so anyway.
Sure. Anyway, in the last part, we had a look at this year's YouTube Rewind. And in this part, we look at Becky Zero's broken camera, the end of Vidme, the revival of Vine, and a new YouTube app, and more.
Let's cut to the internet news. Hello and welcome to the Internet News.
Your one-stop shop for all your YouTube news stories from the past week that you probably don't need to know about.
Yes, and first up is the return of our favourite mental health YouTuber, Becky Zero, who suffers from the self-proclaimed incurable disorder that is trichotillomania. And the news is that, well, she's apparently had a birthday.
Wow, we've never reported on a birthday before. What makes this one so incredible?
Well, not only did her brain hurt because she was having a birthday, but she also dropped her Sigma lens. Firstly, whose brain hurts just because it's their birthday? Because if that was a thing that actually happened, then paracetamol would probably be on the top of everybody's birthday wishes. Happy birthday, Becky! This year I've bought you 36 Panadols. 36? That's 2 less than last year. Well, Becky, you see that some of these are a bit bigger than last year. And with the lens, it turns out that it was simply the UV filter that broke and not the lens itself. Which didn't stop Becky interpreting it as God telling her that she should stop filming altogether. And not that any of that matters, because the DSLR that she films on is, as you've guessed, broken. But at least her new haircut does give her an uncanny resemblance to the Prime Minister of the English Empire.
From our next story comes from YouTube itself. Google has just brought out an exciting new app called YouTube Go. An application for developing countries with slow and expensive data connections. At least we'll know what app the President of Israel will be downloading on his phone next.
Yes, after leaving Smosh earlier in the year, Anthony Padilla, whose first name is actually Daniel, has now signed on to Studio 71. I guess any chances of an Anthony and Ian reunion are growing ever slimmer still, so you can look forward to extremely relatable videos on the Smosh channel, like if video games were real, 56, and every North Korean prison camp ever.
I relate to the last one. Incredible. What's not so great, however, is the situation on Vidme. You might have noticed that we've forgotten to post there last week. And the week before that too. But now it doesn't really matter because it's been announced that after 3 years of, well, getting nowhere really, they're closing down. But with view numbers like these, it's no real surprise.
Not all hope is lost for Vidme, however, as formerly dead video service Vine is receiving a sequel, yet the imaginatively named Vine 2 is apparently coming out. Co-creator Dom Hoffman, creator of Vine, has teased the second coming of the much-loved video service that closed 11 months ago. Let's hope that they can entice former Viners back onto the platform for their revival, unlike, let's say, Jesus.
The Dolan twins, yes, the Dolan twins, only 17 and much more successful and better looking than Davis. Well, it appears that they're having quite a good year. Not only they have joined the revival of the MTV show Total Request Live, won a Streamy, and been called two of the most influential teens by Time magazine, and gained millions of views from a video idea that they stole from us. But they're the only YouTubers to have made it to 2017's most tweeted about celebrities. Seriously, I'd be ecstatic to have even a tenth of their success. And I'm turning 22 next year.
Yes, and an update on a story that we covered a few weeks ago. Greg Chisholm, otherwise known as the dad from now defunct Toy Freaks channel, that was shut down as part of YouTube's recent efforts to curb child abuse on the platform. Well, he's now being investigated by local law enforcement in both Illinois and Missouri. Now, I don't know if he's guilty of child abuse, But from looking at his face, what I can tell you is that he's full of sin.
And someone else that may be full of sin is Davis. Actually, I mean Tanya Burr. Yep, what we've uncovered will shock you. While she may look all innocent and cute, the 28-year-old British makeup guru, now Hollywood actress, recently made headlines on the Daily Mail. They reported that vlogger Tanya Burr styles scarlet kimono over Bowie tea as she enjoys Hollywood night out after landing first movie role in LA. While the article glosses over it, this is clearly another example of blatant and insensitive cultural appropriation. The comments appear to be rightfully outraged. She's so boring, like that Zoella girl and that pointless boy, Star 124 says. And why is she popular? It's a very strange world we live in, says Kitty from London.
Now GQ magazine has released their ever popular Best and Worst Dressed Men of the Year list. Best dressed is Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, and worst dressed is Jon Snow. However, this year 2 YouTubers have made it onto the worst dressed list. Would you hazard a guess who they are?
You.
Would it be Marcus Butler or Alfie Days perhaps, who made the list last year? Nope, they chose PewDiePie with a image from 2015 and Shmee150, which is fair enough. I mean, while he drives some of the world's coolest supercars, he dresses like a geography teacher from the 90s.
He would have been the coolest geography teacher in the 90s though. And our final story is YouTube Rewind 2017 has come out. Yup, every year it seems like I recognize less and less faces. I fear that I'm already becoming a granddad in YouTube land. Back in my day, all we had was Charlie So Cool Like, who painted himself orange, purple, and Alex Day, who was a womanizer on YouTube, and this annoying orange thing.
Yeah, if you'd like to hear more about that, we covered it in yesterday's On What segment.
And that was the Internet News!
I just love it when I don't have to share a frame with you. You just, I don't know, you're just a wart and a perfectly formed frame, I guess.
Well, in that case, I should just leave.
Yes, be gone with you. Anyway, in tomorrow's part we will be making some Christmas playlists for each other to guess. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe and put your notifications on. I'll see you tomorrow, not Dennis.